The regulations and rules for keeping pets in Charles County actually go beyond Charles County. There are also state laws that apply to maintaining and keeping pets or livestock in the county. But to get more specific, down into the county we have regulations. Those regulations are vast. They cover everything from owning the animal, caring for the animal, and what responsibilities you have as a pet owner. But some of the key ones are, you can't allow your dog to run at large, or your horse, or your cow, or your cat, whatever the case is. Animals in Charles County need to be on a leash if they're off your property. If they're on your property, of course, there's no problem. They don't need to be on a leash as long as they stay there. So if you're going to the hiker biker trail or something like that, even though some dogs are well trained, they do well as far as off leash, it's still required to have that animal on the leash. You never know what kind of wild animal or other kind of animal. It's not always your animal that creates the problem that gets you in trouble. It's sometimes somebody else's pet that's running at large that comes up and takes a bite of yours. If your animal does get into an altercation with another animal or a person, it's going to be put in quarantine. And if that happens at a place like a dog park, most people don't have that information with them, so we've got to run that down later. The easiest thing is just to take a picture of your rabies vaccination certificate with your phone, and then you can show it's with you all the time, and you can show that information. That verifies the animal does have a current rabies vaccination. But to go back to the at-large, basically, whenever your dog's off your property, it needs to be on a leash. You can't have your dog be a public nuisance, and some of the public nuisance are barking, making excessive noises. So if you have an animal that barks at the neighbors when they go out to cut the grass, be kind, bring your animal in while they're cutting their grass, or when they're having guests over. It's just a matter of being good pet neighbors. Another important one in Charles County, we're one of the counties that do regulate tethering. Tethering, you cannot tether your animal outside for more than 4 hours in a 24-hour period. So the days of chaining the dog out to the doghouse in the backyard are over in Charles County. This time of the year is very important to make sure you have shade for your outside dogs. If they're maintained outside, or just go outside for a half an hour to go to the bathroom, you still need to make sure they have shade out there. And this time of the year, make sure they have water also. Heat stroke is an issue. It's not just in your yard, it's also in your car, or just taking your dog for a walk. A lot of people these days are very close to their pets. They take their dogs with them pretty much everywhere as they go. Just remember that if it's 90 degrees outside, that asphalt's probably running around 130 degrees, and it will burn the pads of your pet's feet. So you need to be cautious of that. Those are probably the key things. We do have frequently asked questions and the regulations online at charlescountymd.gov. We also have handouts, and the handouts are in English and in Spanish. So we've got the regulations and the FAQs in both languages that are available. Pet licensing is required. It's required both by the county and by the state, and it actually goes way back to the days that animals were allowed to roam, and if your dog didn't have a tag on it, the dog catcher back then could actually shoot it if it was running large in the neighborhood. But the main purpose of the licensing is to get your dog back home or your cat back home if it gets lost, if it gets separated. It's also a way to verify that that animal has a current rabies vaccination, because you have to have a current rabies vaccination in order to license the animal. Rabies vaccinations are very important. Rabies is prevalent in our county. We have it, it's here, it's never going away. It's in our wildlife population, and every year we do have some domestics that come down with it. So it's very important to keep your dog vaccinated and up to date. As far as licensing is concerned, we do require licensing for dogs and cats 4 months and older. That tag number is very important. It's important to have the tag on the animal, because if it does get lost, separated during a storm, fireworks, whatever the case may be, we can get that animal back to you. Just by running that tag number, we'll find out your information and give you a call and reunite you. Another good thing nowadays to do, it's not required, but it's very strongly recommended, is microchipping. That way, if the tag does become lost, that chip is still in there. Every animal that comes into our shelter facility is scanned. We run that trace back through and contact the owner and have them come pick the animal up. The less time that we have the animal in our custody, the better off for the animal and the better off for everybody. So we want to get that animal back to its owner as soon as possible. On our website, we have a downloadable form. You can fill it out, copy the rabies vaccination, mail it in to us with a check, and we'll mail your license back to you. You really don't have to go anywhere, or you can go to the treasurer's office, you can come to the animal shelter, you can come to the emergency services building. There's vets in the area, La Plata Vet, Mid-County Vet, the Humane Society. There's a host of different places, and they're all listed on our website also.
My name is Christy Kleeman, the Facilities Supervisor for the Waldorf Senior and Recreational Center. As of July 20th, the center reopened for Charles County residents. We are currently offering limited recreation activities Monday through Friday from 4 to 8 p.m. Only participants in the scheduled recreation activities will be permitted into the facility. Masks are required for ages 9 and older when entering the facility, walking to and from activities, and in the restrooms. Face coverings are not required during exercise and sports activities. All participants must maintain 6-foot distance between themselves and anyone, including our staff, that is not a member of their household. Currently, our gymnasium, multi-purpose room, classrooms, youth room, and social spaces remain closed.
Hi, I'm Melanie Maggi, the Waldorf Senior Center Coordinator. All of the Charles County Senior Centers are closed at this time. However, that has not stopped us from creating programs for our seniors to stay engaged. Our Senior Center staff have been working really hard to create programs for you guys to do outdoors in our parks. We are also offering a variety of virtual programs for you to participate in from the safety of your homes. Some of our outdoor programs include Tai Chi, yoga, guided walks, crafts, jewelry making, and chat and choose. Social distancing guidelines are being followed at all of our programs, so we ask that you please bring a mask. For an up-to-date schedule, please follow the Charles County Senior Center's Facebook page and sign up to receive our e-news and a digital copy of the scoop. To sign up, visit www.charlescountymd.gov and click on the yellow Subscribe to e-news button at the bottom of the page. We miss our seniors greatly, and we hope to see you out at our centers soon. Until then, stay safe.
Hi, my name is Ariana Tomaselli, and I'm the Program Manager for Recreational Activities and Programs at the Waldorf Senior and Recreational Center. At this time, we have some fitness and limited sports activities. Our group fitness room will have scheduled fitness classes. Please visit us at www.charlescountyparks.com to sign up for these classes. The fitness equipment room is limited to 1 hour usage, which includes a 30-minute limit on cardio equipment when other participants are waiting. Racquetball courts are open for individual use. You can come in and practice either racquetball or pickleball. Pickleball will be on our parking lot. This activity will be canceled for inclement weather or temperatures 90 degrees or higher. We ask that you do not arrive more than 10 minutes prior to the start of these activities. Participants should bring their own mat, towel, and sports equipment. To view our calendar, please go to our website, www.charlescountyparks.com.
We ask if you are feeling sick, please stay at home. Participants will be required to check in and out of the facility. A health screening and temperature scan are required upon entering the building. We are currently accepting cash, credit card, punch card, and rec pass. Participants are encouraged to bring a bottle of water. No outside drinks or outside food will be permitted into the facility.
Applying for jobs with Charles County government is now easier and more efficient. Visit www.charlescountymd.gov for more information.